So, Paul, important to start the season with a win, but it's a long old season, and all focus now is on Hampton and Richmond.
Yeah, I think the old adage of just taking one game at a time. Both teams had good results on Saturday. Which is always important. You always want to get off to a good start and win your first game. But I think two good sides on Saturday. They had an excellent win at Eastbourne, and that needs to be massively respected. But I respected them anyway, to be honest. That they were better. They were certainly better than us last year, that's for sure. And Gary's been a work in progress with that team over the last 2 years, and you can just see his hard work starting to pay off. They're a team that knows what they're doing. They've got some individual ability as well. But it's going to be a good game because obviously I think it's two good sides playing at the Beverley on Saturday.
Like you say, they got a nice win, same as us. Both teams will be heading into it with full of confidence, hoping they can do the same again.
Yeah, I think we've had a couple of texts from their players to our players, looking forward to it and who's going to win, and a little bit of banter flying backwards and forwards. The two clubs get on well. As I said, the management teams get on really well. Win, lose or draw Saturday, we'll have a drink afterwards, and as I said, they're a club that I've got a lot of respect for.
Hampton, they started very well at the weekend, scoring twice in the opening 11 minutes. That suggests that we need to be on it from the get-go. That's
the same for any game. I think in this league, if you're not on it, if you're not probably marking your players, minimum 7s and 6s and 7s as a minimum, you don't win many football matches. And in fairness, Eastbourne I thought were decent last year as well, but Hampton made them look pretty ordinary on Saturday. Just a bit too much pace for them, a little bit too much game knowledge, I think. So, yeah, we've got to certainly be at it from the start of the game.
So this represents the first of 3 very tough away games: Chippenham Town and then Ebbsfleet.
Yeah, we couldn't have had much of a tougher start because I think St Albans is our next away game after that as well. So, we've got Oxford City at home who are decent, St Albans who finished in the top 6, Oxford finished in the top 6, Ebbsfleet finished in the top 6. So we always looked at the opening 6 games knowing that, it was a difficult start, but one that I think we're relishing. As I said, this year's team's a different team. It's gelled pretty quickly. I feel that, we're in a good place, having only had the group together for 6 or 7 weeks, but we are at a disadvantage to some of those other teams because rightly so, they had good seasons, therefore they retained the majority of their squad. So yeah, we're a little bit behind the black ball, but not that far. Unusually,
you've had a whole week's training. How's this week of preparation gone ahead of the game on Saturday?
Yeah, it's really unusual for this league. Normally a Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, and you have about 8 or 9 games in the first month, and it's ridiculous. I much prefer this schedule. I think that players pick up injuries early season because of the amount that they're asked to play. So it's been a good week. Monday, obviously, more the rest and recovery day. Really hard day Tuesday for him, as I said, and we're out here today and going to have a good session.
Billy Clifford came on and made a real impact against Welling, and he obviously got on the score sheet as well. Is he coming to your thinking maybe on Saturday?
Listen, Billy Clifford's in your thinking for every game. We saw something specifically for the game on Saturday, which we felt we were better served with the types of midfielders we went for. But no, I mean Billy technically, as a lad's one of our best players, so he's always in my thoughts.
And just finally, could you give us a quick injury update?
Yeah, so Mags is back to very light training. Took him to the osteopath today, so he's also had his back looked at just to make sure it's not a neural problem. Mags is probably a week to 2 weeks away, I would have thought, from returning. Jamie Collins probably 2 to 3 weeks. Jamie started doing some light running and some light work as well. Benny sees the surgeon, I think, the 3rd week into September, hoping to be given the all clear to come back into full contact training. So yeah, it'd be nice to get Benny back, and the other 2 said probably still a fortnight to 3 weeks away.
Perfect, Paul, thanks very much.
Cheers, thanks Ryan.